Welcome to NoBarsOff. Thank you for being here. We want to take this time to dedicate this show to a beautiful, beautiful soul that we were privileged enough to be around and experience time with her. It's just a joyful person, an individual, Kimberly Durham-Carr, the wife of our brother Torae Carr. We had no idea what to expect when Torae reached out and said he wanted to come on the show and talk about, music or talk about life. And we didn't know if he was going to talk about loss, but when I asked him if we could dedicate the show to his lovely wife, he was with it. So we sat, we talked, we had a wonderful conversation about our journeys, about how long we all go back, and we talked about moving on and what life has been like. So if you have time, please sit with us. The show was a little longer than usual, but like I said, it's just a lovely and endearing conversation. So we wanted to celebrate the life of Kimberly and say that, we were blessed to have this conversation, and rest in power to her, and much love to the family, the Carr family, and everybody that's dealing with the loss of Kimberly. Thank you for tapping in with us. Take no bars off.
No bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.
See, that's the setup.
Nah, this is one of my favorite verses too. I wanted to, but I know you know it. That was my hurt and my heart talking, along with the truth. I would thirst often as a youth because of you, the person. Mom's nursing self-esteem issues. Around the house, it's hard to find a clean tissue to minus her tears. To rewind this time, I'd promise I'd minus my years to the day to take the pain away. Seems sunny outside, always rained on me. Pops, you my umbrella. Come help your son with the weather. Soon we come together like man and build. Play spades, cards face up. I've come to deal. In order to get right, we got to deal with this wrong. And the pain I felt all my life, you feel in this song. Is it ringing a bell?
Is it more, or is that we stopping right there?
I can keep going if you need more. Your lack of warmth left a chill in the morn. Your lack of love left me loveless. And I'm of your breath. I'm your mind, body, and soul, your heart, your flesh, your alcohol, your smoking results. I'm a mess, Dad.
That's Beans, right?
You almost there.
Almost.
It's not Beans? It's Hove? No, wait.
Yeah.
It's Hove? I was like, it was Hove up until that second part. I don't know why that last part made me think Beans, but it's Hove.
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought your cigarette, your smoke. I thought that would have gave it up.
Yeah. I don't know why I heard that in Beans' voice, but yeah, I know it was Hove.
It's his song.
Yeah, it's his song. That's why. It's his song.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you good. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you wasn't that far off at least.
Nah. Damn, I wish I should have said Hove out the gate, because it was Hove right up into that very last stanza. It was like, why? I don't know why.
See, you should have went with your first mile. When you stopped, it was like, he was like, I can give you some more.
That's a life lesson. Yes, absolutely.
Go with your first mile.
Your first thought, your first instinct, what your gut tells you, all of that.
Absolutely.
Woo! All right.
Man,
we are here. No bars off. Oh, if it's your first time,
shame on you.
Thank you. Like, subscribe, share, whatever the people be saying to do.
Yeah, the lingo.
Yeah,
what
share,
what
like, subscribe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, comment.
All that. I don't like ordering people. I'll be like, thank you for doing it. But either way, just do it.
Please, yeah, just do it. It's free.
Items. You
that part is free.
Take action.
Yeah, watch. Thank you. Thank you for watching. That's number one. If you're unfamiliar, we are a show that breaks down. I don't even want to talk about breaking down lyrics. You know why? Because everybody and their mother is breaking down lyrics now.
Everybody break down lyrics now.
So we are just lovers of words, right?
Listen,
we go line by line, talk about stuff. Go ahead.
I don't want to do sounding like me on no podcast. Nah. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's wild.
I mean, it's like, dudes, I did the knowledge to that shit. I'm like, damn, niggas want to, everybody want to pop a little champagne. It's like, But go ahead, brother.
Nah, I don't play a role.
You want to play that role? Play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, play that role and play.
Look, how many times he said the N word?
Son, I can't even. I lost count. He
was like, nah, cause niggas.
Son, it was almost like he started skipping after a while.
I don't want to sound bitter either. Thank you for being here. They used to call me Shot Stimuli. Boardwalk Brown, one of our brothers is in the building. Coney Island's own.
Listen.
One half of the Barrel Brothers.
Hey.
Man.
One half of the Hard to Earn Show podcast.
Yeah. Our brother.
Listen.
One whole
Torae. Building two.
The actor, the rapper, the ghostwriter.
the everything.
Yeah, the host,
Listen,
podcaster,
man.
the content creator. So many things, man.
What doesn't he do?
I don't know.
Is there
he's
anything
on,
he
he's
don't
on the
do?
he's on the Grammy board.
Oh my God.
You on the Emmy board too? You got the Oscars?
No, I'm not.
Tony's?
He want
Hey, Tony.
to get the EGOT on the board
Yeah.
side of it.
I do. It's crazy because I don't have any of the trophies, but it's like
Okay.
a goal of mine to
Yeah.
be EGOT. So I don't know when that shit gonna
That's
start,
nice.
but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop until I expire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
something I'm aspiring to.
That's a
No
nice
doubt,
goal.
no doubt.
That's a nice life.
So for all that don't know, I was introduced to this man by this man. many
this place.
Yes, in Coney Island on Bro Day.
Bro, shout out to Bro Day, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bro. How about that?
Legendary.
Rest
bro.
in peace, my guy, Bro, man.
For sure.
Jesus Christ.
Many years ago, y'all let me
Many
be a
moons
guest
ago.
in
Yeah.
multiple Bro Days. You know,
Yeah.
come to Coney Island, and
That was a whole production back then.
yeah. I think that was 99.
You don't
that I
start
met.
naming years. You
sorry.
can't do that. You can't.
But
you
I want
can't-
people to know how long. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I get that, but you could just say, you know,
That's 25
like the early-
years though, son.
like the kids call that now the late 1900s.
Yeah,
That's fine. It's fine. It's like the 60s to us, right?
They're not incorrect, and that's why I'm so upset about it. Like they're not incorrect. That shit is accurate as fuck.
Yeah, it's 1900s.
Nah, if we was old and whack and lame, okay, yeah. But
Well, yeah, okay.
25 years, that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Because people throw out brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's a you know what I
That is a
mean?
long
Nah,
time.
for real, for real.
That's a grip. And y'all have known each other longer than that. Y'all in the same neighborhood.
We grew up.
We've
Yeah.
thrown footballs together.
Yeah.
Crossed the big street together.
Cross the big street.
Yeah, the big
Olivio
street.
in the front of the
all
building.
that Geronimo,
Olivio?
tag,
Shit.
1, 2, all
1, 2,
that,
3.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All that right in front of the building, man.
Yeah, which is crazy because I've known Bonsu, your partner on Hard to Earn, since we was young
wild
young
is
children.
It's crazy.
That is
Shout out to Biggie,
crazy.
shout out to Bones.
Yeah. Shout out to Del State, man.
But yeah, that was the breeding ground of foolery.
Yeah, you should have came. Man.
Yeah, you should. I don't know why you never
He was in
visited,
the
man. You
streets,
should-
so I get it.
He was on the grind though, like you know, I mean,
Yeah, he was
That's
rapping
true.
Shout-
rapping
listen,
early.
Speaking of the grind, shout to Fam Entertainment. How about that?
Man.
shit.
Shout to
Shout
Fam
to
Entertainment.
Six,
Shout
man.
to the big homie
Shout out to
Six.
Six, man. I love
Yeah,
Six,
shout
man.
to I love Six, man. Six is continuing to evolve and do his thing, and just seeing him enjoy his life. He actually just retired, like, and he's the most amazing dude in the world. Like, if you just watch him and how much fun he has with his life and trolling people that's still working, it's crazy.
You know, like just seeing the evolution of Six. You know,
Man,
from
it's
how
been
we
wild.
how we met him
Right.
to who he is in 2024.
So who he is now is
You know what I mean?
Man.
Grant running around with his grands. And we supposed to go grab dinner, and we
Okay.
were trying to figure out a date.
Right.
And he was like, "Yo, you free this day?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm out of town." I'm like, "Yo, you free this day?" He like, "Nah, Mace got a game." You know what I'm
Son.
saying? So like, I
Yeah,
love
man.
it, man. But shout out to Six. Shout out to
Shout
the
out
whole
to
Coney
Six,
Island
man.
for sure.
absolutely, bro.
Yeah, we had to have you on, bro, you know, just to come through and talk and build. Of course, we want to talk about, you know, your project and what you got going on in real life. And this is one of them shows where I want to say we don't really have an agenda, so to speak.
Yeah, we just in here
You
chopping
know what
it
I'm
up.
saying? We just kind of giving y'all a sneak peek into our world and what we normally do outside of when the cameras are off. But yeah, so I know you dropped the Bubble Chip joint, right?
Yes.
What made you drop that outside of the Midnight Run album?
So because I took such a long hiatus from releasing my own music, once Marco and I decided we was going to do Midnight Run, and we dropped that in September of 23, I was like, 24, I just want to feed my audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of took a step back so I could take steps forward.
Yeah.
So the step back I took was me creating my own and crafting my own records. But the step forward was me being able to do a lot of records for other people and build that part of my career and my catalog up. And just, you know, I mean, make the money that I make in that shit and just do a bunch of other shit behind the scenes. And so once I got all of those ducks in a row, I was like, now I can return to releasing my own music with a lot less stress attached to it. And so my plan was to drop a record every month with a video, you know, and just have them ready. So I had the shits ready, and then life, you know, life's.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Life definitely lives.
And the what I loved about the visual was the juxtaposition of where it started versus me telling you where I'm at now, even though I'm right here on these same grounds. Like where I came from nothing. Like y'all look around, y'all see like y'all don't have the back view perspective that we have, but to see it and like in front of the wall for bro on that basketball court where we spent countless hours, but to take that same space and talk about where you've elevated to, like. How did you?
He stunted. He ain't just talk about it.
I don't. You know,
It wasn't a stunt.
it was a little bit of a stunt button. You ain't George Bush the button, but it was a little bit of a stunt. But
damn near.
Yeah, was that a conscious thought to create that visual with the content of the song?
Absolutely. But even more so than that part of it is to show that no matter where you go, you can always come back home. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like throughout the lyrics, I'm talking about my journey and I'm talking about some of the accolades and, you know, like, is it a stunt? Somewhat a stunt, but it's actually like real life shit, right? I'm just kind of talking people through what I've been doing, where they might know me from, why I've been away, how I've elevated and shit like that. But also it was just like, I love the fact that, and I don't take it for granted, I love the fact that I can go back home. That I can go back to the block. It's
nothing
love.
like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing like
I
it.
can stand in the building, it's love. And I don't hang my hat on that, like, yo, I can still go to the hood type shit.
Right.
But it does feel good to be able to go where you started your journey and still have that same love from the people, because although a lot of shit about your life has changed, I haven't changed. I'm still Torae from Building 2. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Still 2/3 tour. So
Absolutely.
to be able to shoot the video there and to have love there and to have Fire Kid from Coney Island shoot it.
Absolutely.
And to
True.
have the guys in the video from the block, you know what I'm saying? Killer and you know what I'm saying? Like, that was dope. And then also, because it does tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, even traveled around the world, come back to the building lobby and split it with my crew. So that for me, I wanted to have a visual that accompanied what the lyrics were saying, but also just, you know, that holistic 360-degree, started here, still here.
Bring it back here.
In a bunch of different ways.
Dope.
Yeah. All right, we're going to lose monetization on this, but we're going to play it. I want to. Why not?
I told Dad as soon as the ball drop, we back gunning for spots. And even if it's soul sampled, I'ma make this shit pop. Give him kicking the door tour, but still make the shit knock. There's any way I set up a session, I set up a shop. I turn the block to the booth, turn my shooters to a group. You cook up the product proper, ain't no problem to recruit. I travel the world, selling them my stories from the stoop. Then back to the building lobby to divide it with my crew. Ain't nobody else doing the shit that I done. Blog era, baby, and I've been on a hell of a run. Pin something crazy for an artist and go #1. Then bring them to Sirius on a promotional run. Tell my publisher get a sync, put that record in the flick. My agency get the auditions, I memorize the script. Got a million different corners, I hustle to get a flip. And when the pie really pop off, that's just another brick. Hold up.
I mean...
So you said that's not stunting?
You know,
you said I just wanted to I wanted to clarify. Like,
I feel like it's humble bragging, you know, because we know him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we know it's not like some just egotistical. I'm better than you,
right?
On a human level. But
okay.
To me, it seems like if you haven't been aware of what I do, you know, in the booth and outside of the booth, it's kind of like an update and. You know, it's like a resume.
I literally was just about to say it's a verbal resume.
Yeah, it's a verbal resume.
Just in case y'all don't know. IMDb popping crazy.
Sirius
XM every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love to set off with, you know, even if it's soul sample, I'm gonna make the shit pop.
I'm gonna make a shit pop.
You know,
crazy.
I feel like because we came from an era, you know, the blog era where soul samples was kind of, you know, the thing, it can be looked at as archaic by this generation. And it's like for you to say soul pop, you know, even if it's soul sample, I can make the shit pop. I think that was a slick way to kind of throw that in there.
Slick little double.
Yeah.
Slick little one.
Slick little.
Got you.
Yeah. And to follow it up with kicking the door tour, make the shit knock. You know, something else people might miss with kicking in the door, but you know, you normally would knock on the door. Right.
That's what most people do.
It's just kicking the door tour and still make the shit knock. So I like both of those back to back. You know, the soul pop, door tour, knock. You know what I'm saying? You want to borrow mine? Oh, you got the rounds.
Set up a session. Set up a shop. But turn the block to the booth, turn my shoot. Listen, turn my shooters to a group is wild thinking. like to think you want to put them in a quartet of shooters is wild. Yeah. Like that's crazy. But yeah, turn the block to the booth, turn my shooters to a group. You cook the product proper, ain't no problem to recoup. And there's so many layers to that. Like street level, business level, and like. If you're doing your business right and you know what I mean, right. If you cooking it up right, ain't no problem to get you can get yours and more.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah. What you want to say?
I was gonna say because we noticed that Torae is similar to Sean Price, which I love.
I'll take it. I don't even know what else you're going to say. Yeah. I'm fine with that. I'll take it.
Listen.
No, say nothing else. Absolutely, you're right.
Rest in power to our brother.
Rest in power, Sean P.
Lord. You guys love to sneak in alliteration.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, it's effortlessly. It never feels forced.
Never.
But I just love the way it happens, right? So even with the product proper, no problem. And then you travel the world selling them my stories from the stoop. Even the simple ones, or the ones that are, you know, it might be just 2 words. It always stands out, and like I said, it sounds effortless. It sounds like it's just a part of what you do. Is that
right?
Is that something that just comes to you, like as you're penning? It's like, let me just throw this in here as one of a literary term, or is it just
it's something that I enjoy. Like as a, you know, we all fans of this shit. So as a fan of it, it's certain things in hip hop or in writing in general. But if you're talking about hip hop writing or songwriting, it's certain things that are more appealing to my ear.
Yeah.
And alliteration, before I knew what it was, caught me early.
Right.
I was like, oh, Redman. I got it from Redman.
Gotcha.
Redman
ready to rock rough rhymes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Pack Pistol Posse. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. I would hear that shit and it always stood out to me. And so now in my writing, it's definitely second nature, but sometimes I'll go back and I'll try to figure out ways I can add more. So like if I say something, I get to a place, I'm like, wow, if I switch this and this word, it give me a whole, stanza of alliteration, one letter. So it's very intentional. It's fun. It's something that like the people who really listen to lyrics know me for. Yeah. And so now
it's almost like a trademark.
Almost now it's like a trademark for me. So because I never had a cool like, you know what I'm saying? Like I never had a yawa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never had a saying. I never had a phrase. I never had none of those. So
I got one too late.
You got to listen to the verse to get mine, and it's just that alliteration of having shit in there. But I wanted to talk about, because I had mentioned it, the duality of the imagery that I painted from a street perspective, but also, like you said, an executive perspective, right?
Gotcha.
And then you add the next layer of in the music space, all of those things, like there's all parallels, right? Like you said, you cook up the product proper, ain't no problem to recoup alliteration there, but also a microcosm of if you put in the work, you're gonna get it back.
You get in what you put in.
That's
you get out what you put into it.
That's in sports. That's in medicine. That's in if you read them books and you know all your shit, you're gonna be the best lawyer out there. You're gonna get your bread back. So, but also on a very surface level, if you got the best product on the street, the fiend's gonna come, so you can get that bread back. Turn my shooters to a group is street level shit, because I took what I learned from being in an environment that we grew up in, and I applied it to the music. Gotcha. So, my block is the booth. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's where I get that's where I recite. That's where I get my shit off, right? I learn, I get content there, but that's also where I give it back out, right? I turn my shooters to a group. So, like, the niggas that was with me, y'all in the group now. Y'all part of this music shit, but also if we was still just on some street shit,
right? And
y'all my shooters, it's the same job, you know what I'm saying? But in a different field.
Exactly.
Got you.
Doubles all through here, man. You got to put the medicine in the candy sometimes, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like you said, back to the building lobby, another slick alliteration to divide it with my crew, which speaks to what you were just talking about.
Right.
And then, he kind of gets into a little bit of the stunting. Where
I don't like this terminology.
All right, what we said his resume speech.
It's resume speech. Sometimes you gotta do that. Like if you were to put this on paper,
But this is what rappers
You know what
do.
I mean? If you would
I
have
know
put
you a grown man now, but this is still what rappers do, man.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that you're doing it in the way that we would do it. Like we like to hear
But
it.
like adults do it.
Yeah,
but
like
you know,
adults do.
Like a grown up.
I'm talking about it like a grown up. Like you talk about how great your 401k is. You talk about how you know what I mean.
My portfolio.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's grown man stuff.
You could diss a corny MC here and there, right? A whack rapper here and there. But like we've said in the past, it's how you do it.
Yeah, it's the
And
way
I think
you do it.
people get caught up in me just saying, dissing whack MCs is corny or
This
talking about
guy-
hip hop.
Yo, the way this guy gets shots, bro. Yo, the strays that he catches, the strays be
fuck
wild.
hip hop, man. Nah, I'm just like,
Yo, the strays be wild.
nah, 'cause- like,
man, we
listen,
love
man.
hip hop, man.
Listen, man. I just got to be real with people. You know what I mean? Blog era, baby. I've been on a hell of a run. That's what you just
Hell
let
of a
people
run.
know.
Yeah, blog ever, and even that, like, you got to be of a certain age to know what the blog ever was like.
Yeah.
And that's again, like, still sticking claim to how long you've done this. Like, it's
Yeah.
not. That's not a stunt. That's just I've been around for a while doing this. Like, you know what I mean? So,
'Cause they don't even
yeah,
know
it's a
what
hell of a run.
They don't even know what the blog is.
Pin something crazy for I know, right? Do they know what a blog is?
They think it's- yeah, they
they
think
call
it's
it a
the-
vlog now. I think a
it's
V
Instagram.
is
They think it's
silent.
Shade Room.
Yeah, they
Those
figure that's
are
a blog.
Those are the
now.
blogs now.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Whatever. Pin something crazy for an artist and it go number one. Then bring them up to series. Now you see this. Now this is the kind of shit. Now this is with the slight tap of the stunt button goes.
Yeah.
You know, like you pin something pin something crazy for an artist, make it go number one. Then you bring them up to series for a promotional run. So you
For your record.
yeah. Let's talk about this number one song you got.
Why
that
wouldn't we discuss that?
let's talk about the writers of this song. You know.
This is interesting. So let's talk about the creative process of this smash record that you created.
Yeah, let's talk about how you went about this.
So Boss 7. Like, what was on your mind?
What was on your mind? What was it? Just pick a ball. So, that's just how it goes.
Boss 7 is crazy. 'Cause that's got to be a setup. Like,
Yo,
that's got to be
listen,
the setup.
If he
ball.
set up off for 8.
Right.
If he's stuttering, like,
Yeah. So, yo, complete parallel, but complete off subject.
Yep.
I watched the Milli Vanilli documentary on Netflix the other night.
I got to check it out.
That is the wildest shit I ever
Absolutely
seen.
have to
For
check it
one,
out.
2, I guess we were too young to realize it, but we should have known they wasn't singing when they was doing all that damn jumping and flipping around on stage without losing vocal.
Not a breath.
Not a single note was missed. So we should have known.
You could have
better.
assumed it was a track while they were performing.
Right.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
But that y'all gotta watch that if you can. If you got some
I'ma
free
definitely
time,
check it out.
it's
I'll
very
check it out.
funny. It's not funny in that. I think one of them are dead now.
Yeah, one passed.
Yeah, one of them passed away. So yeah, but not that funny. But in
I
terms
learned what lip syncing was from
that.
scandal. You know what I'm
Really?
saying?
You didn't watch Put It on the Hits?
you ain't never watched that? Put on. Was it put? Yeah, put
Damn,
on
we
hits.
old. All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Back to the play, Jim.
So yeah, promotional run for the artist. Y'all get the visual. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's wow.
I don't
That's
even
almost
wanna-
like insider trading. But that's that's
Yes.
whatever. Yeah, let's.
So it's never self-serving, right? It's not the interview portion of it. I don't like these guys. I don't like them. I don't like these two here on my left. The bringing them to serious.
Yo.
If and you would never know, right? But any artist that I've worked with that I've also had on my show is never like, let me get mine off moment. You know what I'm saying?
course,
Like
yeah, we know. We know
I
that.
stay very much
we
in
tuned in. We know.
right.
Yeah.
All my professional spaces I stay tuned in.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, and I guess I just gotta like,
Here he comes.
I don't be understanding like how like what are we really talking about, bro? Like
Come on.
I'm really a different kind of guy.
There we go. Come on with it. Come on with it.
We having another drink.
Hey, man. Listen.
I don't even know what's happening. I don't even know what's happening.
Listen, man. Y'all don't understand, man. This is we're just appreciative of your time, brother.
Yeah, I love y'all, man. Y'all
Listen,
my
we
brothers.
love you too, brother. This is amazing.
eyes
But yeah,
watering.
he's talking about my eyes is watering. Yo. Okay, bring him up to series for promotional run. Tell my publisher, get a sync, put that record in the flick. My agency get the auditions. I memorize the script, son.
What if it's the same record that he penned for the artist that came up to promote the record, and now it's in the movie?
Yo.
That's a lot of promotion.
Get the sync deal? The sync deal.
Nah, right. No. So we do the record. Bring the artist to the station.
Yeah.
That same record gets in the flick.
Yeah.
The fourth part is, oh shit! Now I got a cameo in that joint.
And, right. My agency get the auditions. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Because.
Son.
Again, right? And I don't even know how to say this shit humbly. Cause it's gonna sound like some bullshit. And don't use this as a promo.
Let's go.
Don't use this.
Listen.
Don't make me have to be this guy.
Keep the time stamp.
Nah, bro. There's not, and this is just across the board. It's not a lot of multi-hyphenate talented people that, at least in all of the spaces that I exist in, do what I'm able to do at a high level. I'm not saying that I'm the best at any of this shit, but at a very high level, because I care about all of the craft that I'm in, and I put in the work, right? I'm in the gym, I'm putting in my work, I'm putting in my reps. So really, like, who has song written for numerous huge artists, records that go number one, records that get synced, that also has the opportunity to have those artists come up to not one, but 2 hit radio shows?
Listen.
Like Hip Hop Nation, 10 years, Rock the Bells, 2 years, excelling, hosted the cruise, back hosting 2 years in a row.
Let's not forget about that raw.
Rock the Bells, social media content, Talk to L. Like, first of all, one of my idols coming up,
all
right?
of us.
Patting
Man,
so much of my shit.
Who was it?
So much of my
Come
shit.
on. Listen,
after
man.
L, right? So to have that relationship, but then also, right, that same song, even after all of that, there's an opportunity that I end up in the film or the TV show, that this one record that's made these rounds, and I've been a part of all of these inceptions and pieces of it.
Right.
That shit is different,
Listen,
bro.
man.
That's
I don't know
it, man.
what kind of vertical integration this guy got going on. This is some real print to press to this is, but you deserve it though, because like I said, I've seen the work from like the very, very beginning.
When people say day one, day one.
I've literally seen it like from the beginning, like hanging fam entertainment stickers up in the building and doing fucking street teaming, and like I vividly remember this. So like I can literally say like the time, like his 10,000 hours been put in. Yeah. So
I was there like day 7, day 8. Nah, because I remember you know just the shows when me and him was on the show circuit. I mean, you remember we was performing like every other night. We had on somebody's stage with maybe 18 people in the crowd sometimes. but you you doing what you got to do.
Wow.
Somebody sent me that.
Give me the mic.
Look at that
the
flyer.
vinyl.
Look at the flyer that I
Internal Affairs
that I made
Entertainment.
on. I don't even know what the program was.
That's crazy.
So give me the mic,
right,
son. What
with that brush script front?
Listen,
like nasty.
you need to get this on canvas, bro.
This is nasty right here. But
I mean, but for the times for the times and for the grind, like where we were at, like where you were at that point, like that was. Listen,
look at the original.
Look at the original IA label, the original IA
logo.
logo.
I remember that
before we modernized it.
Son.
This is 10,000 hours. This is like
exactly.
This is why, even though does it come off as a little braggadocious? Yes. And is it? Absolutely, because that's part of hip hop. But also, like, this is really from the work that I put in over the years. So
absolutely.
Like, if not me, then who?
Listen, why not?
Yeah.
Me. I'm the bad guy. That's who.
Nah, that's what.
Who did this? Me.
I took acting classes, for a couple of months.
Sorry.
Are you good at memorizing scripts and stuff?
I mean, by the time I need to be on camera, yes. But I kind of use some of my hip hop.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I use some of my hip hop training of years, right? Because this shit is a way of life in real life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't dip your toe in the pool. We fully submerged in this shit. And so everything I do, no matter what I'm doing, is hip hop because I'm hip hop because we grew up in the 1900s, right?
Yeah, the late 1900s.
We up a certain age, and we had the pleasure of growing up. For myself, I speak. I don't know a time before hip hop. You know what
We
I'm saying?
grew up with it. We grew up with it.
in
Like literally.
And so everything I do is hip hop just by virtue of who I am and when I entered the planet.
Yeah.
So I said that to say when I first started learning how to memorize scripts, I would read through the script and I would go in the booth and record it and I would listen to it back like a song. Because the first part I wanted to get was the words and the sentiment of what's happening in this moment.
Yeah.
It's not so much about memorizing words when you acting. It's reacting.
Yeah.
It's reacting. It's you say something, I say something. Oh, where you moved? Oh, you lean forward? Oh, why did you lean forward? You threatening me? Or you leaning forward because you want to get deeper and personal? So I'm reacting off of what you know, and it's like tennis.
Yeah.
The learning of the words is so that, and even if you go off the script, if the word, if it says, "Hey, good morning," I say, "Yo, what up? Have a nice day."
Right.
It's about delivering the intention of what's happening in that moment from that character, and so. But yeah, I'll go in the booth, recite the whole shit, listen back, read it, and then I perform it. You know what I'm saying? But that come from me hip hop. That's how I learn songs. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Your cameo in the Tails joint.
He's got me.
Let him get you, son. He snuck up on you.
Got me. Man. Damn it.
Don't never get it confused. I paid all of my dues. I never paid for no followers, likes, comments, or views. Can't give you no proof of purchase. Ain't got nothing to prove. In the winner's circle, acting like ain't nothing to lose. Put the product on the website for the sake of the fiends. These rappers selling you they storylines, faking they streams. So when they posting Spotify numbers, it ain't what it seems. It's like the labels used to buy records. It's by any means. I drop quality themes, elevate mahogany queens, turn my purpose into a profit. I'm proud to be king. I made something out of nothing, it don't count as a thing. If you got it in the bubble, do it count as a ring? I keep the masses in the safe, keep these rappers in their place, keep a hitter in the field in case I need them catch a case. And if I ever blow through the budget, I get it off the waist. So Mr. Smith said he got me, here go get it out the chase. What's up?
That was the George Bush moment.
Yeah.
I wish I was fronting. I George Bush the button.
Put an oil in your hood, lift up your hood. You lift up your whole hood like you got oil under it. Boy, what the good, y'all, what the like,
man.
Oil about
Cast destroy you.
Change your face to the bullets.
Change all that for you.
Really going crazy.
He was.
Yeah, he was in his own that album.
He had something to say.
He had something to say.
He had something to say.
Yeah, he had something to say.
Yeah. So
But you got something to say too, son.
Yeah, like you were saying.
Like you were saying. Listen,
And the
man.
dues.
Son.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Never pay for no followers, likes, comments, or views. I didn't know that was a thing. Well, I know. I figured like buying like I know they buy blue
now.
checks. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the check costs now.
Yeah, they offered it to me. I was like, nah.
You didn't want to buy it? It wasn't in the budget?
I can't do it.
I didn't know.
Not yet.
Is it a monthly fee?
I think so.
Yo, that's
It was for NoBarsOff. I was like,
That's crazy.
because it'll help, I guess. But nah, anyway, it's not about us. It's not about us. Now that he said this, we can't do it.
No, you can. You can do anything you want.
You can't do it.
Everybody get it how they live. But I'm telling you my story, brother.
Nah,
you know
listen.
what I'm saying? It's my story.
I was
Get how you live, my man.
I think I heard this the same day I got that email. I was like,
Oh, so I can't do this now. This is God sending me this. He's talking to me.
Get it how you live.
job turkey. Trying to pay for some views.
Yo, can't give you no proof of purchase. Ain't got nothing to prove. I love the proof and prove. You know, same word, past tense, front tense. Did I just say front tense? Present tense.
Listen, when you start drinking and intoxicating yourself,
once I get to sweating, you know.
That's it. That's what you know.
Listen, once I get to sweating.
yeah, you know, front tense, back tense. Shit, we get
Back
it.
tense is crazy.
Back
Front
tense.
tense is crazy.
Yeah, the fact that I had to think about it after I heard it, I'm like, did I just say back tense? What the fuck?
Listen,
Is my back tense?
It's just back tense. Is there a chiropractor in the house?
Yo, that's why I can't hang with y'all, man. Y'all don't know how to act. In the winner's circle, acting like ain't nothing to lose. This about that.
yeah, I mean, just having nothing to prove, you know, 'cause
Listen,
can't
having
show you
nothing,
proof of
but
purchase.
just to be in a circle of winners is one thing. But acting like you ain't got nothing to lose when you have everything to lose is the crazy thing.
Right.
But when you see it through the eyes of that's kind of the optimist, pessimist. Yeah, I'm in a winning circle. I have everything to lose, but I act like I don't.
And he's also acting.
That's a great link. That's a great link right there, buddy. That's a great link right there. Yeah. Put the product on the website for the sake of the fiends. These rappers selling you their storylines, faking their streams. So we still stand with the, followers, likes, comments, views, no proof of purchase, nothing to prove, nothing to lose. Sake of the fiends, faking their streams. So when they posting Spotify numbers, it ain't what it seems. Just like the labels did used to buy records.
Yeah.
And it's funny how the game evolves. Like it's the same thing, but now it's just we're gonna fake.
Yeah.
Yo, this is
Speaking of that,
this is crazy.
But one part, right? Because that line in the first beginning, I was saying how everything come around, right? Everything comes right back around, and even me standing on the court on 2/3, being it like traveling so much, and always coming back to the first thing. But also that's me coming back into the rap shit, right? I can do all this other shit, but this is where it started at, right? And it's like, so it's a lot of circular in those lyrics because, like you said, it's like the labels used to buy records. It's buy any means. So whatever it takes to win, right?
Exactly.
But now the buying records is the faking the streams.
Yeah.
Is
Right.
the, you know what I'm saying?
It's the same
like
thing.
Putting the numbers in front of your face. Like every year there's a Spotify warped and people and I'm like, how much of this shit is actually like for real?
Like
you know
people
what I'm saying?
actually
Or
listening.
or what did it, and it's nothing against that particular DSP or that brand of people that do it, but is that it? You know what I'm saying? Is it just a look? Is it just a surface? Is it just a visual thing? Or did something actually come from it? You know what I'm saying? Like, were you able to turn this opportunity into something that elevates you or your career, your craft, or the culture, or your finances, or do it just look good? Because a lot of people do this shit for the look, and then it's like, well, what the fuck is the point of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think if you come from an era where looks are the only thing
That's all that
they
matters.
know, like that's like I was my question. I was thinking about the blog era and coming from there, right, and knowing that the game is different. Now you have labels that will sign an artist and not let it be known,
right?
Like treat the artist like he's independent, almost like it's a secret,
right?
Put money into it, buy the streams, fake it, like
and watch it build up. Just grassroots.
It's grassroots. How do you feel knowing that would have been us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
In this
we were
era.
that talented that someone would have said, "Oh no, come along,
Right.
let's give you this minimal budget because it's not going to take $500,000 to do an album
Right.
and do videos and things
Right.
like that." Like, how does that feel knowing that it's a new day?
Yo, it's crazy, and like there's a lot of different pros and cons to whatever you came up in. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, I say blog era baby in this song, but in reality, I'm really from the mixtape era. We caught the tail end of that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
My infancy is in the blog era because that's where I started to get my footing and my notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I knew what Not Right was, my man hit me and was like, "Yo, your video's on Not Right," and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy. What does that mean?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what it meant. I was such a novice to the shit. But so getting my footing in that space. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And Sha, I know I've said this to you numerous times, but your story and your plight and the obstacles and the triumphs that you had in the music business, I had a fucking ringside seat to all for the most part. And I learned a lot from the decisions that you made in the turn and how things turn in your favor, or how things turn to maybe deter you from some of the things that you wanted to do.
yeah.
And I applied those scenarios to my own life and my own journey, and I was able to make decisions based off, because like if you can't learn from what's happening around you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Made a better circle.
Because nobody go through shit just for the sake of going through it.
Absolutely.
What you just dealt with,
Right.
you're gonna help somebody, bro.
Absolutely.
You're gonna help somebody. You're gonna free somebody. You're gonna liberate somebody. You can give somebody opportunity to whatever it is. They might be looking at this shit right now.
True.
That's why we go through shit. And so without you knowing it, like, I'm just looking and watching and learning. It's like, damn, I want to do that. Damn, that's fucked up. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Oh, wow, but that turned into, you know what I'm saying? So like, I was really able to re-evaluate my career based off of having a friend deal with the bullshit that came
through
along with the major shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to bleed like a dark cloud, like it, because we wouldn't be sitting here without all of the shit that we all went through. But in those moments, I was watching, I was learning, and I was like, okay, well maybe I'll try something different than that. You know what I'm saying? And so, but to answer your question, obviously, like if we were the youngins, the new generation, we'd be. And it's crazy, man, like really to see how much more of a reach this generation has.
The reach is crazy.
The reach is
amazing.
Crazy.
It's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you really tap into the resources that are available to you, and it all starts with the phone. I know 1,000,001 people have said this. Yo, you got a computer in your pocket. You got the whole rest of the world at the other end of your cell phone bill. Yeah, shut the fuck up. But in reality, if you are able to put together a plan and you do have a team and you do have an idea and you do have a goal, you know what I'm saying? Not a destination, because this shit is a continuous journey.
True.
But if you do have a goal of, I want to do this by this day, I'm going to use these resources and fucking possibilities are endless now, bro.
Listen, man,
like this is the most liberated we've ever been. It come with a lot of shit. It come with a lot that that's attached to it, because it's pros and cons. Again, we talking about this balance. But man, as a young, brand new, fresh artist, Lord have mercy.
With something to say,
Lord have mercy.
With some talent.
Yeah.
Jesus
May
Christ.
the odds be ever in your favor.
My God.
Fact, man.
Listen.
It's
and just to provide context to y'all,
it's Christmas.
Tell me about
but
it.
y'all, I'm gonna try to keep this brief, but I want to say it was 07, 08. I was going through, I wasn't officially dropped by my label yet, so I'm still in between the whole major thing. I'm caught up, had no way to reach the people like he's talking about, where you could just press a button and reach the world. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm caught in between Virgin and Def Jam, and I came out here in Atlanta, and this man was at A3C on the independent journey pretty much, had merch, had shirts, had everything set up, and I'm looking around like a child lost. And no, I kid you not. And he's like guiding me, introducing me to people I had never met. What's her name from Arizona?
Arizona Ron?
Nah.
But him too.
Damn. Not Shake. What Shake? No, not Shake.
Shake from Two Dope Boys?
From Two Dope Boys. Yeah,
okay.
I think we
He's
met
from Vegas.
Yeah, from Vegas.
Yeah,
my bad. Not bad. So we, you were introducing me to people, Guilty Simpson and all these independent guys that were getting it. And I'm just like confused, because I come from this major world where it's record companies doing everything for you. And it was amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, I was on a different path, and you learned from that and was like, nah, I'm going to do something else.
Right.
And now I was there trying to like learn from you and figure things out. And I think that was the day Pusha shouted me out. And that was pretty cool, because I was like, oh.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But it was to speak to your point, like, you're introducing me to people, and Pusha T knows who I am.
Right.
And stops his show and shouts me out. And people are looking like, who the hell is this guy?
Hip hop literally was two different worlds at that
time. It
was two worlds. Like
two worlds.
The mainstream and the independent or the underground, or however you categorize, like they had split. Like the industry had split into these two parts. And for so many of us who didn't know that this world even existed, we stayed trying to figure out how to make it on this path.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, like the best thing in the world was me walking into Fat Beats one day and just seeing like, who the fuck are all these people on the wall?
Right.
What is this label? Oh, I know who that is. Like
and
watching,
they getting money.
Watching the Raucous shit happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like watching Raucous and knowing that there was an independent space and seeing what was happening with Duck Down, and they went to Priority. They got the big bag. It went quiet, and then they come with this triple threat. With Buckshot and Ninth and Smith and Wesson, and then Sean, the reemergence of Sean Price. Right. And I'm looking at all of these things happen. This timeline might be a little off, but I'm just watching all these things happen in the music ecosystem, and I'm like, oh, it's a different way to do it. It's a different way to do it. It's not to say that the path is easier.
No, it's just different.
It don't come with its own set of bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's different. But I always I'm a bet on me type of guy.
Yeah.
All day, every day. I always love betting on myself. And I'm not afraid to do the work. and I have the adaptability to learn how to do some shit. Like all the shit that I'm able to do is not because I went to school and had aspirations to doing this shit. It was, you know, by necessity. It's like, I gotta learn how to do all of this shit. So I said all that to say, yeah, man, just being able to have options and learn how to do music a different way. Cause I was like, I don't want to compromise the sound and shit that I came up on, but that shit ain't what's up no more. You know what I'm saying? So how do we still have, I've dedicated too much. I've turned down too many schools. You know what I'm saying? I've walked away from too many jobs. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, I'm all in.
I'm all the way in.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So nigga, this is till the wheels roll all the way off. I got to figure it out. And it just took a whole lot of figuring. You know what I mean? Just to get up to that hill.
Yeah.
But now we up in the big leagues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now we're turning that back.
As long as we in it,
it
sure be, son.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, nothing wrong with
We're
that.
moving on up.
Yeah, from where y'all started, man. Yeah, man.
Man, what you got?
I drop quality themes, elevate mahogany queens. Turn my purpose into a profit. I'm proud to be king.
Proud to be king.
Talk about that.
That's really, like, in a nutshell, pause. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, because it's like utilizing your resources, your platform, your voice, whatever it is, whatever you have that people pay attention to be able to utilize that to elevate the next whatever it is. I said Mahogany Queens on that because using my platform to highlight women. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women on my team throughout the course of my career. You know what I'm saying? Like my publicists right now have female managers, female booking agents.
Yes, you have.
You know what I'm saying? Like just the whole like all of the different spaces. But also like, I mean, it's crazy because when I talked about this, the last time I talked about this was in February. Or January actually. And I was saying, you know, all of Mahogany Queens in my life, my mom, my daughter, my sisters, my wife. You know what I'm saying? Now it's crazy. Like my wife is gone since the last time I discussed it. But it's like using the resources that I have and the opportunities that are presented to me to elevate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to be king. Like that's the shit that I take pride in. It used to be stuff. It used to be stuff. I just saw an interview where Will Smith was saying, you know, I made a bunch of money and gathered and got a bunch of shit, and now it's like the purge, and now it's the giveaway. Definitely not at Will Smith level. But in the smallest of scales, like, all of this stuff is just stuff. And then you realize, like, that shit don't matter. What matters is how you make people feel. Did you make a situation better than you found it? Did you do what you need to do to take care of your family? How are you building and elevating this shit and leaving something that's going to outlast and outlive you? And so, like, once I figured those things out and how to utilize all of the stuff that comes with what I do to not just have shit to George Bush the button, but to really, like, put people on and to really give it away and to really, like, elevate. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, Mahogany Queens for sure, but just culture, my brothers, my sisters, the people that are around me that's out there working and busting their ass and doing things for themselves, how we work with each other and build each other. Like this Cultured Misfits brand, right? Dope brand out of Atlanta. Lindsay, I got put on the lens by my homegirl KG, you know what I'm saying, who works on the podcast. Again, Mahogany Queens around me, right? And just taking liking to like good quality work. Good quality shit. Ain't no bullshit. Ain't no iron on. Like, oh yeah, you really putting your shit into this. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, anytime I got a show, I want to rep this. It's not about being a brand ambassador for a check. It's like, I want this shit to go crazy. Cause why not? You know what I'm saying? Like we watch all these other brands go crazy. We watch all this other shit go crazy. So when you see people putting the work in and doing what they need to do, it's almost like you feel inclined to want to help and be a part of their journey and their story and shit. So that was a very long-winded answer.
Oh, no.
I love it. No, that's
speaking of the brand, shout out to because I know you be having on a Black Tag Apparel joint.
Oh, of course.
Shout out to Black Tag Apparel. Yeah, that's another Coney Island Day One type brand that you know that's built from the ground up. So shout out to Black Tag Apparel too.
My brother Pearl.
True.
Group project. Shout out to George. Shout out to their whole team, man. I love that.
Absolutely. Turn my purpose into profit. I'm proud to be king. I made something out of nothing. It don't count as a thing. Like that. No, seriously though. Like making something out of nothing don't count as something.
It's magic.
But listen, no, but just think about the statement. It's something.
Right.
I had nothing. It's something.
Right. Yeah.
That's not a thing. It's something.
Bro, people will try to discredit or undermine or downplay as much as you allow them to do that shit. Dude, you can't don't play in my face, Paul.
Right.
Yo, where we from, Black?
Listen, man.
Where we from?
What's
It don't count as a thing.
It don't count as a thing.
What we've
Where
done,
we from?
what we've been able to accomplish, all of us, what we've been able to accomplish. Again, it's not about things like having a home and taking care of family and having a family and all that.
Right.
It's not about. But look what we made something out of. What they gave you?
They gave me nothing.
What they gave you?
Man. That cheese was good though. I can't lie.
Your stomach's still fucked up for that cheese.
It's possible. My digestive system
2024.
hasn't quite recovered, probably. But that cheese used to be good. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, man, they ain't give us nothing.
Yeah, they gave us nothing.
So,
I can't lie. You're right.
Christ.
But to make something out of that,
right? It don't count.
It don't like. How does that not count?
Because this is the discredit. It's like, oh well, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see you with Dr. Dre on the private jet jumping out of the helicopter with an action.
Listen,
yo, dog. Whatever your definition of success is, that's fine. Right. But what we not gonna do is take away. I did everything I said I wanted to do.
Everything.
I did it. This right today, right now.
Right.
Is all bonus.
Listen.
These is all we in the bonus, bro. We shooting free throws every time.
We're overtime. We're in the bonus. We're
like
two shots. Two
already. The little closed-minded or small-minded dreams and goals that I have for myself, I've lapped them shits.
Listen.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, for when people say, oh, you didn't do it. No, I absolutely did. I did all this shit. Maybe not to the degree or the level that I thought or in the way that I thought.
Or maybe just not in front of your face. How about that?
Because I don't really be talking too much. I don't really talk much shit.
What else?
This guy. That's one of my favorite stimuli jokes. To this day.
What else? Man?
I thought you was upstairs in my crib like, damn, this is it?
What else?
What else?
Yo, man. Nah, not at all, bro. Love y'all, man. I love what my brother's been able to build and generate and be a part of. And again, man, family, bro. Like the beautiful families, doing shit with your family, your kids, being involved in their life in different ways than my parents were involved in my life. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is that's the shit that really matters to me. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. And yeah, like when people try to discredit or downplay or minimize my comment, I'm like, oh, it don't count as a thing? Because I'm really the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did this shit.
I did it.
Yeah. Is that where the bubble chip title comes from? Like, if you got it in the bubble, do it count as a race? That?
I think that as sports fans, right? I think that's been a long-standing conversation. Is an asterisk next to that championship.
It don't count, though, just so y'all
Does
know.
it not count?
It don't.
Some people say it counted more because of the circumstance, right? And Black, for somebody to say it don't count, right?
Don't count.
I'm talking to my homies that play ball that either retired from not Hooper. I'm talking about NBA, former NBA players, current NBA players. We just having these conversations, and the perspective that I wasn't privy to because I'm not or have never been an NBA basketball player was that you away from all your routines. You away from I put my left sock on, I put my right sock on, I drive a certain route to the stadium, I eat a certain burger a certain way, I kiss my wife on the cheek this way, I grab my son, hug him this way, and then I go to the game and I get into my shit, and I've been doing this for 10 years.
Right.
And now I'm here in this isolated space without any of my normality or comfortability or routine. And you know how routine and superstitious athletes are. So the difficulty in having to take all of these things that you've been able to do so freely and effortlessly throughout your career and still go play at a high level. Oh, also there are no fans there. And as an athlete again, right? You fueled by that shit. You're fueled by an opposing gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think Kobe went crazy to go in for no reason.
That's true.
So if you take, it's just a lot of shit that I didn't think about because we like, oh, these niggas ain't got to travel. It's easier.
Listen, but the travel thing is a real thing. Like,
I think it's
The
two
travel
sides.
thing
It's
is-
two
the
sides
travel-
to it.
yeah. Right.
like not having to go from flying from Boston to Miami or Miami to, you know what I mean? Like, that's a real thing.
That's
like,
a
you
real
get
thing,
into the
absolutely.
finals, having to travel from, you know, New York to Denver, like, that's a real thing. Playing in altitude, that's a real thing. So I get, like, there are certain home court advantages and all of that, but we're getting off the subject. But yeah, I do feel like there. Okay, I won't say there was an advantage. I will say, at LeBron's age, it helped. For sure. Not having to travel, not having to get in and out of planes, in and out of hotels, it helped. Having to wake up and just go play basketball.
It helped him.
That's what I'm saying. It helped him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nobody else.
And as us watching, and I don't know if y'all felt the same way, I'm old. So as I'm watching it, and I still play ball, I'm like, I would love that.
I think it helped AD not having fans in the stand.
It helped, yes. It helped AD for sure.
It's more so perspective. Like, no matter what side of the coin you on, I think there's arguments to be made, you know, for both sides. But again, like, for me, I made something out of nothing. It don't count as a thing. Well, did this bubble? Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, like, it was just a level there, right, of connectivity. And so I was like, oh, that's dope. And then I just decided to name the song that because I didn't have a title. And that was a line that, like, anytime anybody heard it, that was the eyebrow. Like, oh, you know, that was the sit-up moment. Pause.
But I think the beauty of it, though, was to compare the two, whether it's a thing or not, like what you accomplish, making something out of nothing, whether or not that's a thing and or whether or not the bubble chip actually counts. The funny thing is, like, both of them are just ideas of perception from whoever's viewing it. Mm-hmm. So whether we think it counts or not, whether they think it's a thing or not, what you accomplish is real. Yeah. Like, them getting that ring is real. Like, whether y'all like it or not, you got it. Yeah. So,
and people downplay it, right?
Yeah, people
that's
downplay
the other part of it.
And that's the other part of it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that was my, you know, that was my comparison.
I love where you went with this. You know, real subtle, and the way you rhyme, I love it because there's so much hidden jewels that you don't throw out there with your cadences, and people kind of have to either you get it or you don't. But it's also not so hidden that it's layered and tricky and and confusing. So by saying keep the masters in the safe, keep these rappers in their place, keep a hitter in the field in case I need him to catch a case, right? If you just listening to that, you hear masters in the safe, but you know the real listener will go deeper and be like, "Did I hear safe, hitter, field, catch?"
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
you know, I'm the baseball guy, so I caught that like off rip. Like, hey, what's this guy doing?
But you blow by it, right? And I think that's the beauty in what we do and what great writers do with their pen.
But then even the keeping masters in the safe. Whilst keeping rappers in their place, like masters kept others in place. So like keeping the masters in the safe also while keeping these rappers in their place is kind of
in your place, bitch.
We got it. In your place.
Yes. So it's like it's substance there, it's meat and potatoes there, but like you said, Shy, it's not so layered that it's tricky and confusing. It's just if you take time to, because the song is the song, and you listen to a song, it's a form of entertainment. But if you take time to pull the words off the page and look at oh shit, I didn't even realize these. It's about the words, how these words connect.
This is what we do,
right?
This is what we do. This is just so y'all know. This is what we do.
Take you to a different place, right? As writers, I also intentionally kept the bubble chip a lot more simple. Like that second verse, most of it is very straightforward. Because, again, coming off a hiatus, long time away from the music, and then the first thing you hear from me is very aggressive. When me and Marco get together, you know, that's like an alter ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a chance to almost be in character when I do shit with Marco, the double barrel, like, energy and what that brand is. So, the next thing you hear coming off of that, I didn't want it to be too much. I didn't want it to be too heavy. I didn't want it to be too tricky. I wanted to remind you. I wanted to reintroduce or introduce myself to a certain level of people. I wanted to kind of give you a rundown of where you may have seen me at or why you haven't seen me at all. You know what I'm saying? Nice. And really, and like I said, you know, the goal initially was to drop these records. So now in month 2, I'm giving you a different perspective. In month 3, I'm giving you different things sonically. In month 4, it's a feature. You know what I'm saying? So it was really a different type of rollout. Again, life, and death. And I had to deal with that shit. But yeah, you know, for me, like, that shit is just fun, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, the thing that I used to concern myself with was, what am I gonna rap about in 5 years?
Same.
What am I gonna rap about?
Yeah.
Not realizing, like,
Right.
you living in
Day to day.
inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was constantly, even if you don't feel inspired, you live in life. You dealing with shit. You never know what left or right is gonna bring a whole other example or energy, you know, experience out of you. So I used to think about shit like that. But then you go through life and you have so much that you experience and live through, and you have so much that you want to talk about, and you have so many different ways of creating music and really getting your thoughts out there and shit. So yeah, I just wanted to keep the bubble chip as simple as I know how to do, but still not take any bars off, but still not shortchange the audience and people who know what Torae does.
Yeah, this last line.
He did that shit.
Let me see,
Whatever they say he did that shit.
Yo, if I ever blow through the budget, I get it off the waist. Or Mr. Smith said he got me.
Listen,
He will get it out the chase.
I don't even want to dig into that
I don't
line.
either.
Pause. We're gonna leave that there.
But for those that don't know who Mr. Smith is, Jesus Christ, man.
Mrs. Smith is a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
You know the epilogue by James Todd.
I think, you know, that was just fun, right? That was just like having fun with the words, you know, innuendos. Obviously people know there's a relationship there with, you know, what I do at Rock the Bells and shit like that. So, I mean, is it Clifford Smith? You know what I mean? Is it
Okay.
Right, true.
or we coming up the waist? Is it Mr. Smith and
Smith
Mr.
and
Wesson?
Wesson?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
This is
this.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I got
like,
it.
Yeah, true.
Whatever, man. My man, somebody hit me and was like, "Are you talking about Chase Smith from Building One?"
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of shit.
Chase Smith from Building One.
It's a whole lot.
Crying.
It's a
I'm
whole lot
crying.
there.
I'm crying. Yo, I'm crying. Man.
Are you okay with us dedicating this episode to Kim?
Oh man, that would mean the world to me, bro.
We would have it no other way.
That would mean the world to me, man.
We would have it no other way.
Yeah, man. Really, really beautiful soul, man. I don't even know what to say. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Peace be with you, brother. Anything we can do, anytime you need to talk, not talk, you know, anything. You know what I'm
argue,
saying?
vent, curse us out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So many
whatever.
people are off it, like, yo, if you just need to pick up the phone and shout, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But thank you for the vibe.
Yeah,
Nobody knows.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, people, you know, people want to let you know that they're there for you in any capacity.
Yeah.
It's just funny how many people is like, yo, if you just want to pick up the phone and go crazy and break some shit, just call me.
I don't think that's gonna solve much, but yeah, you know,
Yeah.
thanks for the option.
Appreciate it though. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, this is it's a whole new world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's a whole new world of
Absolutely.
trying to figure out the next day. And it's really as simple as that. It's like anytime I went through something, you know, and as you trying to move beyond it, I don't know if I ever get over it or past it, but trying to just move beyond that moment. Take day by day. I take it day by day. I take it day by day. I gotta break this shit down, bro. I can't take it. The day is too long.
Hour by hour.
I gotta take it moment by moment, bro. That's all I got. Cause I could wake up and be in a terrible state of mind and have to sit there and deal with that shit for an hour. And the next 2 hours, I'm all right. And then a song that happened, a commercial come on,
yes.
a TV show, anything, bro, a scent,
Yeah.
a fucking dog walk by. It's so much shit when you spend 30 years of your life
With somebody.
tethered to a person is nothing in the world
That doesn't remind you of them.
them. And
Nothing.
so it's like, am I gonna react? How am I gonna react to the reminder? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be a pleasant memory? Is it gonna put a smile on my face? Is it gonna be a pleasant memory that make me sad because we don't get those anymore? You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, dealing with death and grieving is something that we all got to deal with. It's, this is the most difficult experience that I've ever had to live through. Again, because like you were saying earlier, like shit happens around you. Like I've been affected by seeing my classmates and my little cousin passed from cancer a couple years ago. Since she was born, you know what I'm saying? I've been around, she's my younger cousin, so I really knew her whole life. To see her go through it, I was like, that fucked with me.
Right.
It wasn't in my house. Though. You know what I'm saying? Like living through that shit in your house, it hit different when it's at home, bro. It hit different when it's at home, when it's your spouse, the person that you've been with your whole life, through all the ups and downs and all the breakups and all the back togethers and all of everything, because none of this shit is perfect and none of this shit is without having its own set of everything that comes along with being human.
Right.
But man, like, you're talking about my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to grow to that shit. My girl, I didn't have any aspirations of my girl being my best friend.
Right.
We had to grow through that shit. We moved in together 24 years ago, married 15 years, knew each other since before Dewey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Went to Dewey together. All of the shit that comes along with it, man. So it's like really just relearning.
Yeah.
Relearning my everyday. My everyday is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just was on vacation with the fam, and I was texting you briefly, and I don't remember what it was. It was maybe ordering dinner or something like that. My wife got upset with me because I didn't do the right thing, and I was texting you. And
now leave me out of that shit.
No.
I ain't gonna do it. Right. I didn't even know.
But in the moment, like whatever I felt, whether it was anger, whether it was whatever, just the fact that you were on the other end of the phone, something resonated with me, and I thought to myself, what would Tor give for this moment?
I want them all back, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I want them all back.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm looking at your name, and that shit like spoke to me. I just sat there. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. There's nothing.
Listen.
Nothing important.
This shit is super fragile. People say it's short. And, you know, maybe some people will agree with that. It's just fragile. You know what I'm saying? Like, as tough as we all are and as resilient as we are, this shit is fragile. Like, anything at any moment could change. You know, my wife dealing with her illness for the time, you know, it was definitely something that we had more opportunity to discuss and live through. You know, 20 months she was sick. 20 months is not a long time. Less than 2 years from the time we found out to the time we was in the church. It's 20 months. It's crazy. But crazy. I am thankful that we got a chance to talk through so much. You know what I'm saying? Like have those moments, have those times. And yeah, I would give anything for her to be pissed off at me right now. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought about that.
Like, yo, be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. I'll take that now.
Take it.
Another thing I think about is just like, and this shit happens in stages, and so you just gotta like deal with the shit. But I'm just like, fuck, I wish when I was in the living room watching the Knicks and she was upstairs watching 911, I just would have. They was gonna win the game anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just, and so I say all that to say, again, our experiences is lessons for everybody else.
Yeah, true.
Is to cherish the time.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a Disney fairy tale. It's not always gonna be hunky dory, but cherish the time. Try to minimize those moments of, you know, trepidation, and just realize like what's important is being together in those times, in those moments, because you just never know when it's not gonna be that anymore.
Yeah,
super true.
Yeah, you listen. You guys have gone through a lot in the past few months.
Man,
Coney Island made y'all resilient.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
This is very true. Very true.
You know, y'all have inspired me. You know what I'm saying? I was reaching out to this guy every day. Like, I didn't even know what to say. I was like, yo, it's good. I'm here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The wild part is, while I'm at the hospital dealing with my situation, he calls me and tell me about yours, I completely forgot about what I had going on because I'm like, wait, what? Like it almost, I don't want to say minimize my situation, but I couldn't fathom. Even though like loss is loss,
It's
like you know what I mean, loss is loss,
right.
but
it's all different.
So just saying that to say, I didn't even, like I said, I hit you just on some, you know, making sure you're good, send my condolences or whatever. But yeah, I can't imagine the strength that you have to carry every day to, and like when you talk about a moment by moment, hour by hour basis, like I have times where I can be reading something and that shit means nothing because I can't even focus. Like I'm just completely out of the space at that moment. But you have those, and you know you push through them, and you know what I mean. You circle yourself with good people that mean you well, and always pour positive energy into you, and that's what helps you get through it.
Yeah, this is like for me, I was like. And we have been talking about this for a long time, and I don't put out no fucking record, so what are we gonna talk about really? But it's like, I don't want to pick up the phone and shout, but I do want to sit here and have a conversation with y'all. And if we get into this shit, and honestly, it's the first time. I mean, I'm Terry, but this is the first time I've really talked through it without like having to stop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, bro. Like yesterday, I was moderating a podcast, and I saw somebody that knew me personally and was like, "Yo, I had no idea how you doing," and I was like, "Yo, bro, I can't even do that shit right now. Can't." So, yeah, man. I just wanted to, come here with y'all and talk some shit and have some fun. And when you ask like, can we talk about it? I'm like, yeah, we could, because again, man, your shit is a lesson for somebody that did. If somebody that's mad at their girl right now, mad at their man right now, or on the verge of break, or maybe it's just, yo, bro. One thing about Kimberly and I is like, through all of the hurdles, we always found our way back to each other. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Through all my list of, I would never deal with dealt with it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sure she had a list twice as big.
Absolutely.
That was my person. Yeah. You didn't realize that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't realize we grew to be best friends, to really have open conversation and be candid, because we didn't start out as friends. Right. We started out attracted to each other, and we dated, and it made sense. And we started to build the family, but we was kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were kids, and we raised each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the man that I am without Kimberly being there. You know what I'm saying? She's not that woman. She's not that wife. She's not that mother. Without all the shit that we did and everything that we had to learn from each other. And when I got married young, I didn't understand. Like years, we would laugh about it. Yo, we got married so young, we didn't know what we was doing. We went back to the projects, like you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have shit, but we had love, right? And I put in the air quotes because that level of our love at that point was the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. We was in love with each other. We was
love me.
Air Max 95. We both had the lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we was.
That's do-rag love.
Yeah, like when you go through the shit,
right?
And you want to fucking choke each other, and y'all fucking embrace and hug instead. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we went through so much shit, but we would laugh about just how fucked up we was when we was younger and a lot less well off. But we got married. We still did it. And I'm just saying, I'm kind of rambling, but married 15 years. It would be 16 in August. Married 15 years. That's why we got married so young. Because I was going to lose her at 45.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
Wow.
Our decade and a half had to happen then because I wasn't going to have her into my older years.
Yeah.
So I had to get all that, you know what I'm saying? I had to get all that goodness.
Get that life together.
Squeeze the orange out the juice.
Yeah.
I mean, squeeze the juice out the orange.
That was right.
That was right. Squeeze the orange out the juice out the orange.
That was better, actually.
Man.
Yeah. we're gonna wrap this up, man, on some just I remember being young and having my parents and my family and everyone that was related to me by blood be my everything. You know, and that was, you know, I lost my pops in 03, 04. Couldn't, you know, your bloodline, right? That's your thing. I couldn't imagine being a grown individual and having people that weren't related to me be closer than my family, you know. And that's one of those things that what he's talking about. If you out there and you beefing with the person that you with, or y'all not speaking, or whatever it is, like that shit is minimal.
It's minimal.
Yeah.
Like we choose our families. These are my brothers, like closer than my own brother.
Yo, dope.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, take me off the camera.
I'm sorry.
Take me off the clip.
Still got one brother left, man.
Take me off the
clip.
Nah, but you know, we choose our spouses and our people, man.
Right.
And now that's fam.
Yeah.
Forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing.
Listen.
It's a true blessing.
No doubt. Yeah, the trivial shit, the minimal shit is just is you know, it's nothing. It's really nothing.
It's really
when you think
nothing.
about the grand scheme of it. You know, I had a couple of my brothers reach out to me on some like, damn, bro, this shit helped me. You know what I mean? Like, go talk to wifey and we was be, you know, I was on some bullshit. I was fucking with that. Whatever the case may be. And it's like, it's a fucking tragedy for me. But it's also a lesson to everybody around me. So this pain and hurt that I'm dealing with every second of every day, like, yo, I'm never ever gonna be the same. I'm never gonna be good.
Never.
There's never gonna be a time where it doesn't affect me, it doesn't hit me. But if you can take from all the shit that I'm gonna have to deal with and progress from it, then that's part of the reason I have to go through it. Because I'm sitting here, why? And it's like, because you got to continue to educate. You got to continue to teach people. You got to continue to be an example. You know what I'm saying? And so I want everybody, because this shit hurt, so please, if you can learn from it, learn from it.
Yeah, and you both will heal. You'll never be the same.
Never be the same. But
you will.
What I was told is life grows around you. Like, you won't completely heal, but I mean, I kind of went through the same thing after losing my pops in 2018, and I felt like I almost felt guilty about moving on. Like, but you got to get back to life, and what I found out is you're not the same, but life continues to grow around you. And I'm one of those people that's, I like to believe that energies don't die, they transfer. So I try to see people that I've lost in other things, whether it's kids, whether it's something random. And I'm going to end on this note, really random, crazy thing. Since I've been home, since me and my wife got home from the hospital after losing the baby, there's been a butterfly that flies by my back deck every time I'm out there. I swear to God, he just flies by. Like, they circle this one same butterfly, and I realize it's the same butterfly because it's not the normal color. It's like black, but it's like a light yellow. It's not an orange. Circles around. I was out there one day, and it literally like kind of like hovered around my face. I flipped out, but yeah. So like I'm one of those people like I like to see.
Nah, if you pay attention to the universe, it speaks to you. That's like another thing, and I don't want to like drag this on forever, but that was another. When I try to pull the positives out of the situation, is that Kimberly and I had extensive talks about, you know, she lost both of her parents, so she was excited about that in that regard of the possibility of how she's going to reunite with her parents, whatever you believe, how you believe it happens. Her belief was that she was going to be reunited with her parents. Okay. Wow. Another thing, I was like, yo, send me signs. Send me signs. Talk to me. And she was like, absolutely. She's like, just pay attention. I'm going to be sending you signs. So when I'm moving throughout my day and Kimberly sends something,
you'll see him. I
see it. I talk. I speak to her. Like, so when y'all see me out there talking to myself, I'm crazy. That's cool. I can fight. Don't play yourself. But look, yeah, like I'm definitely the guy. like I'm walking and something comes from Kimberly, you crazy.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's how you feel. I'm gonna hold a conversation,
Absolutely.
a verbal conversation with her out loud.
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying? If they want to rubber room me, so be it.
Nah, man.
We'll come visit.
Yeah. You talking about taking, we'll come visit.
Yo, man, thank you so much for talking to us, for opening up, for being who you are.
Yeah, man.
Embracing your authenticity and just, being Torae, man, always.
And letting people know who don't know that if you don't know, now you know.
Some people know.
Yeah, some people.
Every
know,
once in a
but-
while, I gotta talk my shit. Thank y'all for having me. And this is the first love seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go sit on somebody's couch. But you know what I'm saying? I started in the solo joint.
Right.
You know what I mean? I make my way to the bigger
Make your
couch.
way to the bigger couch.
Yeah.
We got another show on the way too.
Okay.
Yeah, we working on that
got you,
too.
got
That
you.
embraces exactly what we talked about today, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
so
I'm coming back then.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah.
Love to have you back, man.
Oh,
You know,
y'all.
you door wide open.
Yeah, stop stealing, take no
We
balls
gonna
off.
leave the door up. Yeah, stop stealing, man, please.
I won't be good.
No, keep this shit rolling. Hey, yo, all y'all motherfuckers. Hey, yo, we see you. You know what I'm saying? Apple Music, we see what you doing.
We see you.
Shit. Oh man.
Real spitters take no bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.